Welcome back to this Lenten devotional series based on Mark's Gospel. For day 7, we'll read Mark 9:30 through 32. They went on from there and passed through Galilee. He did not want anyone to know it, for he was teaching his disciples, saying to them, "The Son of Man is to be betrayed into human hands, and they will kill him, and 3 days after being killed he will rise again." But they did not understand what he was saying and were afraid to ask him. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. It had only been a few weeks since Jesus first told his disciples that he would soon be killed. This would be the second time, and he would soon tell them a third time. Why did he keep repeating this warning? He doesn't tell us exactly, but one word he added here went beyond his first warning, and this word clues us in to how dire humanity's situation was. That word is betrayal. Opposition comes from an enemy, but betrayal can only come from a friend. And for Jesus, it would come from his own disciples. Wow, something is wrong. Anyone who looks around can see that all is not right in the world and in our lives. But what's the root, and how do you fix it? Some in Jesus' day thought the basic problem with humanity was inadequate leadership. They figured that if you could just get the right leader, that would go a long way toward making things right. And if the new leader turned out to be the Messiah, then he could make things totally right. And many who heard Jesus teach and saw his mighty works hoped just that he was the Messiah who would whip everything and everyone into shape. Then there were those who saw the basic problems with humanity rising from hearts gone wrong. They figured that if someone could just teach the people what's right, then they would finally do it. And of course, Jesus' teaching lit them up. He said things like, "Turn the other cheek. As you've done it to the least of these, seek first the kingdom of God." No one taught like Jesus, and if people would just pay attention. But Jesus knew that the problem with humanity was bigger than either right leadership or good teaching could solve, because his 12 disciples had both in spades, and still one of them would betray him. And as it turned out, all the rest would either abandon or deny him. If humanity's basic problem goes so deep that betrayal and denial could arise even from the Messiah's inner circle, what would it take to get to the root of the problem? It would take what Jesus kept repeating, that he, as Messiah, would be killed and rise again. His teaching and miraculous works and the guidance he gave his disciples were hugely important, yet none would do as the central remedy of what ails humanity. That would take the cross, where he would take upon himself all the consequences of all that's wrong with the world and break its power. And that's why we take 7 whole weeks in Lent to have ourselves reoriented to the cross again. It's at the center of the good news of Jesus. Here are a couple of questions to ponder as you look back over these verses. What teaching of Jesus is dearest to you? Which of his mighty works moves you most? Why would they not be enough themselves to make the world right again? And why do we and all people have trouble taking in the cross? God bless you.